Hi guys, how y'all doing? It's August 4th, 2025, 7 something a.m. And I'm making this vlog because I'm here. I know it's 4 days before the Lionsgate. I know I need to write some things down, release. But I also know that you can do things just out in nature, using your voice to break generational curses or unknown curses that's upon your life. On this Mother Earth, Father God energy, the balance of the masculine and the feminine. So I've been out here. If you guys have seen me in bits and pieces over the last 5 years on YouTube, maybe since 2021. And it's just like I've just been reminded today, because this will be the third day I've been here, and I've just been reminding myself of where I come from, my lineage, why I am, my bloodline. Just a lot of reminders. This is like my left ear is ringing. This is like a flashback. It's almost like a start all over, but things look different now than they did to me 5 years ago. I don't see with the same eyes. I don't hear with the same ears. So I'm thankful for reminders. Everybody needs a reminder. Why you go so hard in the spiritual realm to make things appear in the physical. So I'm at my mom's house, which is always a kind of uncomfortable place for me, but comfortable. And I'm not in the same place I was last year in August. So if you guys don't know, my birthday comes in September. I'm a Virgo. And I just, every year during this time, I always take time out to reflect. This is one of the most challenging times in my life. Because this is the one time that I've taken this many months out of work to become a creator. Not just a content creator, or just a creator in general. Awareness of being a creator. So I take this time to reflect. It's been a challenging year for me. Challenges, good challenges, growth challenges. Not many people can actually say they are aware of starting from the bottom, and now we're here. Wherever here is. Where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be. And this year I have challenged myself to the max. Sleeping on a blow-up mattress, sleeping on a couch, working here and there, freelancing, consuming. Excuse me, I've been a little bit under the weather. And I've been kind of doing it naturally this time. I did take a little medicine, but I'm not, so I'm kind of being aware of my body. I'm not home. I normally would go and drink some tea, but I'm not home, but I'm drinking coffee today. But I wanted to make a video just like out in nature, just talking to nature, recording myself. I'm not sure when I will upload this video, but I just wanted to say, you know, Marcia, where you're at is where you're supposed to be. You know, you're aware of grounding, you're aware of the spiritual work that you do, and just because you can't see what's in this unseen realm, you can only see with the eyes that you have and the mind's eye. The mind eye brings the physical eye is vision. Eyes is vision. So now, you know, I've looked at these trees for years now, and just today they look different. And I can see growth. And it's not a material, monetary growth. It's a spiritual growth. I've survived the seasons thus far, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. Gratitude is my altitude. So I just really wanted to just make a video, you know. I'm out here in my granny dress. Y'all see me, I've shaved my hair off. You know, I've kind of just let go of all the worldly aspects of life and just kind of like started all over. As you guys know, I start all over very frequently, and that's a code that's in my DNA, and I'm aware of it now. My DNA likes to be recoded on a regular basis. This time it's been a lot different because I don't feel like a victim. I'm not like, oh, why am I going through this and what's going on and why? No, I'm aware of seasons and planetary alignments and quantum leaping, and I'm aware of all of this. So now I'm just trying to adjust to where I fit in at it. Kind of like adjust the dial. I see myself adjusting the dial. I heard algorithm. I'm adjusting my algorithm. I don't come up here and say, oh, you should eat this and drink this, you know, and do this and you can't do this. I'm not that type of person. I feel like, you know, you don't know the time nor the day, so do what makes you happy. And this is my morning voice. So over the last 3 months, I've been doing TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I would have to say I have lived with content creator money, probably $50. With other little entrepreneur and freelancing things, maybe $500 the last 3 months. To some people, it's going to sound ridiculous. But when you're out here and you're doing things by yourself, for yourself, to actually see if you can make nothing out of something, it's different. Small numbers matter to me at this time. So when I'm teaching my classes on TikTok, you know, I'm there for 8 hours some days, 6 hours some days, you know, and the people are there, small groups of people. small groups of people daily pushing out numbers. And that's how this world has come. You know, I've been in management for a while. I'm clearly aware of, you know, businesses now stand on less, more, better. Less people, more product, better productivity, better quality. I've done the analytics. I think in the last 3.5 months, my TikTok channel alone has reached 1.6 million likes. No, I don't get paid off likes, but yes, it is one tap at a time. So I'm trying to match my 1.6 million likes with $1.6 million. I invested the time. I was consistent with it. And that's the results. So I'm over here and I'm on YouTube. Well, I'm not on YouTube, but this is going on YouTube to share, you know, where I've been in this last year. You guys have seen it. You've seen me struggle with the passing of my dad. You've seen me struggle with, you know, just getting on these jobs, taking management positions and not feeling like the money's matching, you know, but it does take money to invest. And I'm literally working now on my millionaire mindset. I see as a consumer, content creators, investors, you know, they're not struggling. So I'm thinking of a master plan. I'm mastering my mind. I'm working with the ascended masters, the archangels, the gods and the goddesses, and the angels on assignment to help me get from point A to point B. And it's different when you live in a world that's your world upon worlds. So I just wanted to, you know, come and make a video and say, you know, it's August the 4th, 2025. I'm not homeless. I'm not hungry. I wish I could say I'm not broke, but I'm not broken in spirit nor in flesh. So where we're about to go this next season, I just want to timestamp this. Something big is happening. There's a shift on this planet. I truly believe that we are in the wheel of fortune. Those last shall be first. And it's about tapping in. Tapping into wealth. Whatever wealth looks like to you, whatever numbers you want. I'm not trying to be a copycat, but I am trying to copy the right cat. Not even copy, but get in alignment with the frequency that I want to be down into. So as I sit out here on my mom's porch and reflect in this time and space, I know that I won't be in this particular space next year at this time on this date. So that alone makes me know it's going to be a brighter day. I just heard the song, it's going to be a good day. You know, I can't really say nobody's going to die today, but, you know, find time to play. We live in a digital society. I'm on a digital dollar. And the numbers are small, but they don't always stay small. The sky is the limit. The trees are not trying to tell the trees, oh, you can grow this tall today and you can blow this way today, and the birds are just free, and that's where I'm at. It takes a lot to go from a worker mindset to a creator mindset. I pause for the calls, I take breaks, I analyze, and I'm just thankful. And I know that I'm on to something. It's almost like, what's the energy of today? If we woke up and say, what's the energy of today? The energy is nothing but everything. Everything is energy. Just focus. Focus on you. You see one deer over there? And I like to come to my mom's to reflect. Not that I intentionally came here to reflect. It just is, You never know why you're somewhere, looking at the picture that, it's their picture, it's her picture. I'm just sharing her picture, it's her water system, her vision. If you don't know that story, we can talk about that in the future, of being fostered at 2, and I don't want to keep telling the same story, but it's a lot of reasons why the Most High brought me here in 2020 and activated me. It made me aware of my activation, hearing the masculine voice with no face. Telling me to activate. And me going on this journey of what is activation. It's been different. It's not as heavy as it used to be. I can truly say I'm on my path to least resistance. And how it will get done is not my business alone. It's my business and God's business. And I trust the process. I've trusted the process of my ups and downs, even on my YouTube channel. I've been there alone. I've been there to the point where I've gotten followers in lives, shorts, short-term videos, long-term videos, and I've found balance in just trying to do a little bit of it all, not pushing myself, but not staying too much in stagnant energy of not doing anything. But it's okay to not do anything, because you have to do nothing sometimes, and you weren't trained that way. It's not what you were trained. You were trained, you got to go, 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 push, 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 do, do, do. And then you get introduced into law of attraction or law of detachment. I've had to detach from my ego of, oh, you were a manager for this long, and, you did this, and you wore this title and this badge, so it's different now. I'm just looking at the birds, and they're just out there just eating off the land for free. You know, the deers are out just free. Not worried about the weather. Not worried about houses and rent and cars, you know, or mortgage, or, you know. So I don't know where I'm going in this season, but I know it's going to be a good place. I'm just setting the intentions of being free. But I gotta say, woke don't mean broke. You know, I'm tapping into my wealth. This is the closest I can get to a faceless. It has no face. And we are on the flip side of the coin. You see the birds out there in the fields? Let me see if I can get y'all to the deer. See the deer over there? Just one little deer over there by itself. But I'm thankful. Thankful and grateful. And just look at all this land around, farms. Just abundance. And you're just one person trying to tap into your self, where you fit in all of this. So have a good day, guys. Be grateful and thankful. Gratitude is our attitude, and how it will get done is my business and God's business. Okay.